Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting our channel. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall work with our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB and Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality. He said, it has now been revealed how the northern officers who opposed Buhari's Biafran genocide plan were killed by the Fulani terrorists, mercenaries that were funded by the Fulani Nigerian government. You know, Buhari's undemocratic ways of governing a democratic nation has been exposed to the world. The genocide atrocities he has committed against innocent citizens of Biafrans and non-Fulani tribes in Nigeria will never be forgotten in the history of Nigeria. Nigeria under Buhari's regime is a lawless state where the government uses state might to hunt down agitators demanding for their rights, while terrorists like Fulani terrorist bandits and killer herdsmen roam around and killing people without any consequence simply because their kinsman occupies all the vital positions in the country called Nigeria, a big zoo. Dictator Buhari has never been a Democrat in his entire life. He is a cruel and fascist dictator, nepotic in nature, a religious fanatic that is unfit to be the head of a family or even the head of a cow. A cow is not supposed to be the head, let alone being the president of the zoo called Nigeria. You know? And now the Fulani are crying victims. They are claiming that Biafrans and non-Fulanis, they hate Fulanis because of the action and inaction by Buhari, the terrorist Nigerian Fulani government, and the terrorist governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. You know, but that's a big lie. Even the Katsina State governor that was saying, taking an autograph photo with the terrorist Fulani bandit leaders, he's saying he's not happy of being in charge of Katsina State, the home state of the terrorist Nigerian president, Buhari. He's not happy. He said because the Fulani bandits have ravaged the whole of Katsina State. They have turned it into a failed state. You know, when you have terrorists in government, you have them all over. All the cabinet members are terrorist Fulanis. What do you expect? You don't expect anything good to come out. What happiness will anyone derive from a country where terrorists, butchers, innocent farmers rape their wives, kill and kidnap people in thousands, including the Nigerian soldiers? They kidnap them. Yet the murderous terrorists called Fulani herdsmen and bandits walk freely, while freedom fighters are arbitrarily arrested and jailed with no crime or offense, simply for demanding for a better society where a son of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody in power. Many freedom fighters have been jailed. Some have died in detention. No compensation was given to their families. But Buhari's regime derived joy in giving Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, amnesty, compensation, rehabilitate them, and reintegrate them into the same society that they have turned into a killing field. spilling so much blood. You know, the reason some of the freedom fighters call for self-determination, calls for freedom, is that the tears and agonies tormenting ordinary citizens cannot be condoned or endured anymore. It cannot be condoned or endured anymore. No. People want to be free from the shackles of Buhari's terrible and nightmarish regime that only caters for terrorist Fulanis. You know, Biafrans, we have been defeated for too long. Nigerians, we have been defeated for too long. With religion and ethnicity. If Dictator Buhari cannot guarantee the protection of life and properties of Biafrans and Nigerian citizens, he has no moral right to arrest any freedom fighters for calling for self-determination. He has no moral right. He has no moral right to even go after Eastern Security Network. He has no moral right. Because he doesn't want to do it, because they are their full soldiers. They want to take over ancestral land. But they have failed. They have failed. The zoo called Nigeria as they grapple with the reign of terror that pervades the nation's space as a result of terrorist Fulani bandits, killer herdsmen, Boko Haram fighters. You know, the insecurity in the zoo have heightened around the country with their deadly attacks on innocent citizens. The Buhari's regime and its security forces repeatedly assured that it was putting the gory situation under control, and even sometimes claiming victory, audio victory. The situation seems to be worsening as the day goes by. A report by the Institute for Economics and Peace, Global Peace Index 2021, which measures in a complex world in Sydney in June 2021, said Nigeria lost over 40 billion alone to insecurity in 2020 as a result of the activities of the terrorist Fulani bandits, killer herdsmen, Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists combined to unleash unprecedented violence on the zoo called Nigeria against the indigenous tribe of the fraudulent contraption called Nigeria. The Fulani terrorists have not limited their onslaught on ordinary Nigerians. They have also attacked security operatives who have been saddled with the tax to protecting lives and properties. Even their own lives are not safe. They are not safe because the Fulani Nigerian government are the one funding the terrorists. They are the ones supporting them. And the so-called security operatives cannot take action because their leaders are also Fulani terrorists. So many security operatives on the front line or not have been targeted for elimination by the terrorist Fulani ÇİİKİİÑ뾱ാn. You know, not fewer than 183 personnel of the Nigerian military were killed either by the terrorist Fulani bandits and killer herdsmen, Boko Haram and ISWAP, between January and June 2021 alone in their line of duties. Even senior non-Fulani military officers who opposed Buhari's Biafran genocide plans were not left out. And some of the non-Fulani officers killed by these terrorist Fulani Janjaweeds include Major General Hassan Ahmed, Major M.S. Samaila, Major J.F. London, Colonel S.B. Onifade, Major General Idris Alkali, Colonel Mohammed Barak, Colonel Samaila Enosa, and Colonel M.Z. Manu, and we have Dahiru Shiroma Bako, who is also an officer, and Air Chief Alex Badi. You know, that of Air Chief Alex Badi is very, very glaring. And all these people I mentioned are either Hausas, Northern Christians, or Yoruba. None of them were Fulanis. No, none of them. You know, in the case of Air Chief Alex Badi, he is a Northern Christian from Adamawa State. His own case was because he caught Buhari and his Fulani Nigerian government having a secret meeting with the leaders of Boko Haram. So he had the video evidence and the audio evidence. So when they got into power in 2015, they had to plan to eliminate him because they were afraid he was going to expose them. So they had to send their terrorist Fulani bandits to attack him, which they claim it was done by unknown gunmen. That was what happened. That was what the Fulani Janjaweed did. My brothers and my sisters, they have failed. And thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.